Hey, y'all. Hey, it's Kendi K all day, and this is episode 77 of Shop Talk: How to Build a YouTube Community and Not Just a Channel. Welcome, creators, YouTube creators. So, the thing is this: you can grow a channel and still not build a community. A channel is built on uploading videos. A community is about building relationships. And if you're only chasing views, you might just be building something that is fragile. Something like that house of sticks or straw from the story of the three little pigs. I feel sorry for anybody that doesn't know what I'm talking about when I talk about the story of the three little pigs. One who built their house of sticks, one who built their house of straw, and one who built their house on a firm foundation called bricks. If you don't know that story, we need to do something about that. This afternoon, we're talking about the habits that create sustainable growth, not the spikes, because views fluctuate, but communities, they just grow. When tended, they just grow. And that's the mindset shift. That's what we're working on now for 2026 as we level up the Content Creator Collective. Let's grow our communities. Think of your channel like a community full of kind humans. That's what we're doing for today. For this episode of Shop Talk, welcome in creators, welcome in. This is Kendi K all day. And thank you to the kind humans who often comment on Kendi K all day. Even when I try not to use the moniker, you all use it for me. And that alone tells me that we are indeed building a community of kind humans over here. Welcome to the Content Creator Collective. This is Shop Talk. Thank you all for being here. Friends, let's go ahead and welcome some of the creators to this space. We want to welcome in Monique Poe. Monique was our first commenter down in the chat. Thank you for being a member of Kendi K's crew, one of Kendi K's core crew members. Welcome, Monique Poe, and thank you for helping to moderate this stream. We want to welcome in Kyle Vlog. Welcome, Kyle. We want to welcome in Rebounding with Cheryl, one of my favorite rebounders, the one who changed the game for all of us. And she has so many folks up and moving this week who probably 1, 2, 3 weeks ago weren't up and moving at all, especially not on a rebounder. But thanks to you, Rebounding with Cheryl, thank you for being you in these YouTube streets. I love to see you move and give us a word for 2026. And I'm talking, if you are a Christian, she is a great channel to follow. And if you're not a Christian, but you're seeking something of a bigger purpose in your life, check out Rebounding with Cheryl. We want to welcome in a creator, Simply Debbie Sue. Hi there, Debbie Sue. Welcome in. Thank you all for joining me. It's Kendi K all day. Friends, put a 2 in the chat if you have good audio on me. Just want to do an audio check real quick. Make sure things are correct before we move forward. We are able to put a 2 in the chat. And don't forget to drop your channel links. That's what the content creator does. This is a space to connect, to collaborate, to learn, and to grow your channel to and through full monetization. And today we are, for episode 77, we're focusing on building a community of humans, kind humans who are responding to you and to your channel. They're vibing with you and you are vibing with them. So it's a mindset shift today. Thank you all for being here for this episode of Shop Talk. So let's go ahead. Let's dive right into this discussion. And friends, if you do have any content creator questions about growing your channel by focusing on building it as a community of viewers and those who vibe and like your style, how you show up in the world, then go ahead and drop those questions in the chat. And your questions can be about anything, not necessarily this topic of discussion. This is the YouTube Creator Makerspace, and we're working together to connect, to collaborate, to learn, and grow our channels. So if you have questions about anything, just go ahead and put a Q down in the chat. And don't forget to end your question with a question mark, and then it'll highlight for me in StreamYard. Thank you to StreamYard for helping us to power this stream. It is running adjacent to the YouTube streaming software. Okay, now that we have all of those tidy things out of the way, friends, let's compare two growth models. On the left, we see a channel built on community. This creator replies to comments consistently. They recognize their returning viewers. They ask questions and they actually listen. Their homepage feels welcoming and intentional. And they post with a rhythm. Their growth might be slower, but it's still steady. They're growing. Their channel is growing. And this YouTuber has an audience, and that audience feels seen and heard. Now, let's look at the channel that is just built for clicks and views. We've got more creators joining us this afternoon. Kyle says, you want to make sure you have good audio, a good thumbnail, and a good description, and also a good title. I agree. Thank you for joining us, creator Kyle Vlog. We want to welcome in Grant's Faithful GLP-1 Journey. Welcome in to this great discussion. We are looking at building not just channels, but a community. It's a mindset shift for us. We want to welcome in Gemini Diva 79. Thank you for joining us, Gemini Diva. Thank you for being the first member of Kendi K's core crew and for helping us to moderate this stream. Let's look then at the creator on the right, the one who is overly concerned with clicks and views to the detriment of everything else. They are the opposite, the antithesis of the creator who wants to not just grow a channel, but they want to grow their channel by building a community of diverse individuals. So the creator on the right, the YouTuber on the right, is focused on clicks and views. They have a growth model as well. But their focus is simply on only thumbnails and titles. Now, don't take this the wrong way. You do need a compelling thumbnail and a compelling title. And I would tell you, as we shared through ShopTalk, you need an SEO-friendly title, a search engine optimized title that has good keywords that folks are looking for and searching for and typing into Google and every other search engine. The YouTuber on the right, whose only focus is more views, once the videos are posted, their engagement stops. They measure their success on their channel only in views. And in episode 75 and 76 of Shop Talk, we talked about views versus watch hours. Both are very valuable to the YouTuber, but they mean very different things, and they have they provide very different markers or metrics for your channel and its growth. But the YouTuber on the right, they measure their success only in views. When you take a look at their channel page, it feels real random instead of organized, thoughtful. They post inconsistently to the point that you don't know when they've done a new post, a new upload of a video, a community post. They've never done community posts. And because their posting is inconsistent, so is their growth. They have spikes and perhaps even drops where folks are choosing to, if they subscribed, unsubscribe. So that type of growth is apparent too. And you might have that type of growth. That might be the type of growth you're interested in. But that type of growth is unstable. Growing a community. When you think of your channel as a community, that growth is a lot more quiet, but it's the growth that is lasting. It's lasting. It's good for you. We want to welcome in content creators. Sandra James, Living It. Welcome, creators. We're talking everything we should know about building and growing a YouTube channel, but a channel that is built on growing a community. Not just growing a channel, but growing a full community. We want to welcome in Harjareen and Sandra. Welcome in, friends. There she is. Welcome, D-Bossway. Welcome, creators. That's what we are. That's who and what we are. We are creators supporting creators. Yeah, that's what we're talking about today, is just growing our community on YouTube. Growing our community on YouTube. Thinking about your channel, not just as a channel that folk can click into and click out of, but as a community of people. People that are available to you and who are choosing you and opting in to you and your channel from all over the world. Creators, thank you for being you. Thank you for choosing a Shop Talk. This is the Content Creator Makerspace. We want to welcome in Liliana, Nuestra Familia, my humble family. If you're looking for some quick and easy recipes, and if you've got a big fancy dinner or occasion coming up in your village, y'all check out Nuestra Familia. Y'all, she is a for real cook. You know, Kitty K works on 5 ingredients or less on most days, but Liliana, she cooks with her whole heart for her whole family and her extended family. I love spending time with Nuestra Familia because she's not just someone who cooks. She is showing her life as a mother. Yes, she is, and a wife. Thank you for being here, Nuestra Familia, my humble family. Yes, I'm so happy to see the growth on your channel and the way you are leveling up. Also using some of that wonderful music, and D-Boss Way has helped so many to crack the code so that they could create their own custom music. That's what we do over here in the Content Creator Collective. There's no gatekeeping over here. Y'all, we are excited about our channels and growing our channels in the right way. And this is the Content Creator Collective. That's what we do over here. Thank you all for being here. This is Shop Talk, episode 77. Thank you for being here. Everyone is speaking, and I just love to see that in the content creator collective. So let's take a moment and let's take a quick look at channel pages. And this is an excerpt from my channel page. But when you take a look at it, I want you to give me some feedback. And we've done this before. Give me some feedback on my channel page. Does it feel random or does it feel organized? Does it feel random or does it feel organized? And I'm using myself because, again, this is a safe space for content creators to connect, to collaborate, to learn, and to grow their channels. And so I don't want to put anyone else's channel on display because I am here for your honest feedback. And I take that because I have a hashtag growth mindset. So give me your thoughts. Does it feel random, my channel page, or does it feel organized? Does it have a theme? Do you get a feel or a sense for what kind of content I deliver on my channel? Kyle says it's a little breezy. I like that. I'll take that, Kyle. Thank you for responding. Grant's faithful GLP-1 journey. It says, Candy K, your channel is very organized. And love the bright colors. Yes, you certainly can see. I want you to be able to see my yellow theme. Thank you for sharing your feedback. We got friends thanking Harjareen for her support. Harjareen, just one kind human to another. The Boss Way says, your page is organized and you are all about community. Yes, I sure am. I sure am, because I do believe, and what I know for sure, after 50 years of life, I'm 50, friends. What you put out in the world is exactly what you're going to get back. And in most cases, it's coming back real quick. So lead with kindness, lead with empathy, be gracious in all things. Vicky's World, welcome in, friend. It is very organized. Ooh, I wish I knew how to do that like that to my page. Well, friend, thank you. That's coming up this week for Shop Talk. We're going to be in a series now of just building the community. I had a tug on my mindset based on comments but how folks are responding to Shop Talk. I said, where do we go next? You all gave me the answer. It's how should we be building our channels? We already been talking about not on views and not just trying to get those watch hours up, but you really should be focused on, if you want to build your channel for the long haul, you need to build it on by creating a sense of community, not just building a channel, but a community of like-minded individuals who like how you show up in the world, and therefore they want to subscribe or at least be a regular viewer. YouTube honors regular viewers, and the algorithm can sense when someone is a regular viewer on your channel. And then they also know when that person has decided to take the plunge and become a subscriber on your channel. Regular viewers send very strong signals to the YouTube algorithm. That means they are continuing to come back and watch more and more of your content. Friends, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for joining us. And as we take a look at more of the channels today in our mini channel parade, remember, we're going to do a mini channel parade during the Shop Talk. And then y'all look for the longer channel parades. It's Mardi Gras, y'all. We're letting the good times roll. Absolutely, friends. Absolutely. Let's keep moving forward. Okay, we've got D Bossway said, I just saw your community spotlight. Yes, we did our first community spotlight featuring Grant Campbell. from Grant Faithful GLP-1 journey. He was my very first content creator spotlight. It is a new featured segment that I am now doing as part of ShopTalk. If you're interested in being spotlighted, if you want us to spotlight your channel, then just connect with me and I will give you all the details and we'll plan a date. If you are selected and if you want to come up and be a part of the community spotlight, just remember that you are the only co-host that day. It is just you and I, so that you'll have plenty of time to talk about your channel and your channel goals, and we'll be featuring your channel and your channel page, of course. But Vicky's World of Two Moms has said to us, yes, friend, I already have videos that teach you, earlier episodes of Shop Talk that teach you how to adjust your channel page. And we're going to go back and we're going to learn some pro tips to how to get our channel looking great. And remember, friends, your channel page is super duper important. Friends, it's like someone coming to your house, or if you think of your YouTube channel as your small business, it's what folks are going to get to see about you and your channel at first glance. They're going to view everything about your channel through the lens of your channel page. So it is extremely important. I think you're thinking about it in the wrong manner if you say that your channel page is not that important. It's important to every viewer and every subscriber. I guarantee that they have took a look, a gander at your channel page. And who else? Not just for viewers. You got it, friends. We've been at this long enough. The YouTube supercomputers, the algorithm is also using your channel page and your channel profile to help it align your content with the right viewers. So it does need to be organized. It shouldn't feel random. Yes. We're over here minding the business to grow our channel, a community of individuals who like how we show up in the world. That's what a channel should be about. So things that you can do, these are things that are under your control. You can start. This is what I have done to grow my community. And y'all know I'm on a road to 5,000 subscribers, and we have just smashed through to 1,000 subscribers. And I'm so grateful to each and every one of you who have accepted that plunge. Don't forget to heart every comment. Don't forget, be intentional to like the most thoughtful replies that you get. When a kind human thinks enough of you to write you a written comment using words, you should like that comment. Hit that heart. That will show your channel profile image in it. I love that. Don't you? And then as a YouTuber for Kendi K all day, friends, I reply to every written comment. And let me tell you what I do as a pro tip, because it really has been one of the things that has really allowed me to really grow community. Yes. And so what I do is I take time in every day, and y'all, I just set a timer on my iPad or on my cell phone, whatever device I'm using at the moment. I set a timer. It's built into my daily calendar. And I just take 10 or 15 minutes because I call it a brain break, and I'm getting valuable feedback. I'm learning what other topics, what other questions people have about Shop Talk as a YouTuber. And I'm getting valuable feedback about my newest videos. I did some meal prep, making ham and cheese biscuits using my 2-ingredient biscuit recipe. And I also unveiled my 2026 edition of my homemade lemon pound cake. I debuted that yesterday during a premiere. Thank you creators for joining me for that. Thank you, Kyle. Kyle is approaching 3,000 subscribers. Y'all, that's why I rock with Kyle, because Kyle has figured out so many things, and he comes often into Shop Talk and is sharing these gems for us. And I hope that you're picking them up. Yes. Grant's Faithful GLP-1 Journey says replying to comments is so important. It really is. It really is. And friends, I see creators who have so many, many, many more subscribers than I do, and they are still taking the time to reply to comments. Now, I do suspect that many of the larger creators who have 500,000 subscribers or more, or 1 million subscribers or more and more, they might be using a team of folks who are like-minded members of their team, their paid team members who help them to put out great content and continue to have a good channel, a community channel that is built on growing community, not just views, not just focused on watch hours and uploading content. You've got to do all of those things as you persistently work on also growing a community of like-minded individuals who are going to rock with you for the long haul. That's the long and the short of the matter. Hey there, Haitian Reg. How are you, friend? Yes. So, friends, keep in mind those very thoughtful replies. Respond with intention. Keep your channel page clean and tidy. Some friends, because of how you upload content and what type of content you're uploading, that channel page might need a refresh, right? You might need to do some spring cleaning, y'all. We're almost into March, so it's just the right time to do some spring cleaning and cleaning up our channel page. I see so many folks are doing some zhuzh up, and these channel pages are looking great. Oh, thank you, Grant. Grant's Faithful GLP-1 Journey says YouTube Studio has a great tool to show all the comments that have not been responded to yet. Yeah, you go right down into YouTube Studio, and when you look at the menu in the first column, I'm gonna have to do that episode of Shop Talk again for those who are just now learning about Shop Talk, and show you all the features, and it goes column by column, and understanding what YouTube Studio and how to use it. So Grant is talking about, look in column 1 underneath your channel profile picture in the circle, and you will see the menu of tabs that you can open. Find the one that says community, then you can see all of your unresponded comments. And friends, if I want my comments to stick, here's another pro tip. Me and Grant are working together on this one. If I want my comments to stick, I all the time use that feature through YouTube Studio. Otherwise, sometimes, have you noticed that your comments, you will have commented for the last hour trying to get caught up on comments, and then you still lose them and find that they did not stick? They'll stick. They're still not going to stick all the time, but you're likely to increase the likelihood that they will stick and stay when you reply to the comments of your viewers and subscribers when you do it through the YouTube Studio feature, through that community tab feature. Yes, thank you, Gemini Diva. So many creators are chatting it up. I'm going to go ahead and drop my channel link again, and I invite you to do the same. If you do have any questions, go ahead and drop them now about growing your community as you grow and cultivate your YouTube channel. Thank you all for being here for this episode of Shop Talk. So even when I respond, some things that I do when I'm responding to comments is I usually try to continue that as a conversation with that viewer or with that subscriber, because remember, I'm trying to convert my viewers into subscribers. So I want, if they took the time to peck out, because with my 50-year-old eyes, I am certainly pecking out a reply. right? And so if they took the time to write me a written comment using words, I'm absolutely going to write them a written comment using words and emojis. Y'all, put out what you want to get back from them. And friends, I often try to keep that back and forth, that discourse going by asking them a question if it's appropriate. Right? Many people were giving me comments about my homemade pound cake. They were sharing their preference. Do they like to use cake flour or all purpose flour? Because then they asked me questions as well. And I am happy to respond to those questions as well. I often give out recipes and point them in the direction of some of my other content for a recipe if they might make mention or ask a question about it. Now, be intentional. That's what we're saying as you build and grow your channel by focusing on community. It's a mindset shift. Remember that YouTube promotes engagement, but people are going to stay on your channel and they're going to stay engaged with your channel and your channel content, your uploads, your posts, your live streams, because of the relationship that you've built with your viewers and your subscribers. And people, that relationship is cultivated. You're watering it. You're giving it the sunlight that it needs. You're pruning out the weeds and deleting any bad comments. It's built in the comment section. It's built in the comment section. Thank you all for being here. Y'all check that chat for me. If you see any comments that shouldn't be there, don't think twice about it. We've got a good community over here. We don't do any of that foolish stuff over here. Thank you all for being here. This is Shop Talk episode 77. Thank you, Vicky. Said she enjoyed that pound cake recipe and that pound cake video. It premiered yesterday, so check it out. It's a long form video. Kyle says, Candy K, what has gotten you into growing your channel? My channel, I am super, super pleased of my channel growth. And I'm talking about growth that, y'all, I started on a mission to level up for 2026, but I started that mission at the end in the last quarter of 2025, to be quite honest with you. And I shared all of these strategies that I am using in real time. As I learn more as a YouTuber, I am sharing that in real time with you. And one of the things that I did was I started using playlists. I had over 50 playlists, and I wanted to make sure that my regular viewers and subscribers knew that I had over 50 playlists. So with intention, in just about every one of my videos, my live streams, I would go back during the replay of a live stream and I would drop down in my own comments. Yes, Candy K, I would drop down in my own comments. Why? Because that's where my regular viewers and subscribers and members of Candy K's core crew are. They're down in those comments. So I would drop down there and I would pin a comment to the chat to get the discussion started. Sometimes even asking a question related to the video or to the topic of discussion from my videos. And y'all, Candy K is much more than just Shop Talk. My channel is a lifestyle channel, and thank you for asking. I appreciate that. And I would point them to some of my videos. If you like this pound cake, here's my delicious desserts playlist. If you like one pot meals or you're looking for some great soup recipes, here is the link to that playlist. And y'all, it has really made the difference in my number of watch hours and in the number of subscribers who like the way that I show up in the YouTube streets, not just as the facilitator for Shop Talk. I do that. It's an important part of my channel because I love connecting with other new and small YouTubers. But I also love putting out my lifestyle content. As you all know, I'm on a weight loss journey. And friends, I am ZEP bound. I am ZEP bound. I can't wait to start sharing that part of my weight loss journey with you as well. Allison Mapp still speaking to Candy K's premiering Pound Cake. That Pound Cake for 2026 premiered. I did all the things. I did a lot of the things that you all had mentioned down in the comments. And that's what I mean by be responsive. Use that as feedback to help you improve your channel. Something else that I did is I really started being very reflective, and I really started focusing on what do my viewers and subscribers want to see from Candy K all day. It's not just about me, it's about them too. There is something about me and how I show up in the world, but there's also a lot about them. What do they want to see? They are choosing you by watching your content. So make sure that you're putting out content that appeals to your regular viewers, your subscribers, and in my case, the members of Candy K's crew, the core crew, to be exact. Yes. And welcome in, Low Carb Queen friends. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for staying locked in. Don't forget to drop your channel link. And if you have any questions about content creation, go ahead and drop those in the chat. Don't forget to put a question mark so that it will alert me and we can get your question up on the screen. So I think we've addressed a lot of Kyle's questions. What do I attribute the channel growth to? It is to me dropping playlists, sharing playlists in my community posts, and by pinning them to the comments. And I have shared these strategies for growth several times, many times since the beginning of December. So I started leveling up for 2026. I started that leveling up in 2025, at the end of 2025. And friends, the one thing that has really helped me, let's go ahead and take a look at our creator habits for the week. And y'all, as you will see, these are the same habits that we focused on last week. Make sure that you're putting out the best evergreen content. And y'all, all content can be made into evergreen content. Let's take Grant's faithful GLP-1 journey. He and his wife, Christy, put out a great video. And the focus was on Christy this time and her significant weight loss journey. And I am putting that out there. I'm teasing you with that content because I want you to go over there and check out Grant's faithful GLP-1 journey. That's what you'll see is his channel page right there. Look at his profile image. It says the word faithful. I love that. They are a good Christian family, he and his wife and children. But the focus was on Christy and that video, and it was so relevant for Valentine's Day. But Valentine's Day was when? When was Valentine's Day, y'all? On the 14th. That was Saturday. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. It's over. Time for me to dismantle my V-Day coffee station. And friends, what you might want to do, Grant, is you might want to just quickly develop a new thumbnail. Keep the same video, but you may want to make that a more evergreen thumbnail. YouTube allows you to do that. No harm, no foul. Yeah, make it more of an evergreen now that Valentine's Day is gone and it'll be gone for the next 11 and a half months. Yeah, you might as well go to an evergreen thumbnail so that you can get more views. Yeah, you can continue to grow your channel based on that great content and that great up close and personal with you and your wife, Christy. Congratulations to the two of you for starting a YouTube channel in 2026. You for sure are leveling up. You for sure are leveling up. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people were catching that. So these are our creator habits from last week. We're rolling them for this week, but I have one more there in gold using our famous goldenrod color, and that's Be consistent. The number one thing that has helped me to grow this channel, and y'all, I am seeing many more watch hours. I am growing the number of views on each of my uploaded content and my live streams. And friends, I'm also seeing a significant increase in the number of subscribers. Y'all, one thing is for sure, when you're in the YouTube algorithm, the algorithm will start responding to you. And I know that the algorithm is starting to respond to me. Now, no, I'm not near 500,000 views. Nope. I'm not about to turn the corner on 1 million views or even 5,000 subscribers. Nope, nope, and nope. But friends, what I am doing is I did reach 10,000 watch hours on my channel based on my content. I'm super proud of that. And y'all, it's that slow, steady growth. The YouTube algorithm is still responding to that. And I know that it's pushing out my content to more and more viewers, because what I'm seeing is my impressions, the number of impressions, the number of devices that get where my thumbnails are placed on the viewers' devices all over the world. That number is growing. Sometimes it used to be just a couple hundred. All over the world, only a couple of hundred people got to see my thumbnails. But now that my little channel is growing and that I leveled up and became more consistent, starting at the end of 2025 in November and December. I just said, hey, I really want to focus on my channel, even as a part-time creator. And I decided to work on becoming more and more consistent. So what I did was, remember, I've given you now a schedule for Shop Talk on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and our Sunday edition of Shop Talk. Now, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I can't promise you the time, but you should be looking for the thumbnail so that you'll see what time on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And y'all, the reason why I can't share time is because, as you know, I still work full time. Yes, Candy K is still 50 and fabulous. And thank you all for being here. But I've become much more consistent with my uploads. And then I do that on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. So that leaves a Monday and Wednesday for me to upload long format content. Yes. Now, I will tell you though, even though I'm holding Shop Talk on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, friends, once I do Shop Talk on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, that's typically it for me. Or if I continue to work on my channel, then I'm going to work on it for the rest of the evening on Tuesday or the rest of the evening on Thursday, but never both. And friends, that is me working on my long format video that then gets premiered on Tuesday or on a Wednesday. Do you see that I am with intention? Because frankly, I don't have the time to do my channel every day as a part-time creator. I am building content days into my creation journey. Yes, into my creation flow as a YouTuber. I'm making YouTube be what I need it to be. And what it can't be is me working on my channel 7 days a week. I cannot. I just simply cannot. And I don't even recommend it to you. Okay? So remember, think about the long term, not just the launch day. We're building for retention and not vanity. We're building our YouTube channels based on building and growing a community along with growing our channel. And we're building that based on consistency. Friends, thank you all for being here for this episode of Shop Talk. Great question from Kyle. Kyle says, what do you do for Fridays, basically? Candy K at 50 and fabulous? Nothing. Nothing. Again, I cannot be a 7-day-a-week YouTuber because my YouTube monthly check, I'm so grateful for it. And it's real fun to get a YouTube direct deposit every month. But friends, the check is not enough to cover my mortgage payment. my son's tuition bill, the house insurance, the car insurance, the credit card bills, all the bills that come every 30 days, light, gas, water, all of the bills. And so until it does, I cannot and I will not, to protect my peace, I will not be a 7-day-a-week YouTuber. Everything in moderation, even as I ramp up the consistency. That is letting you know so that you could hold me accountable for Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Shop Talk on Sunday morning before church. And when I could not honor that this past Sunday, my viewers, my regular viewers, and my subscribers, and the members of Kindy K's core crew received a community post letting them know that Shop Talk had been postponed. That's the consistency that your viewers, subscribers, and members deserve. Oh my goodness, y'all. If you are not a subscriber, thank you for dropping in. This is what you do. We are the Content Creator Collective. Grant's faithful GLP-1 journey lets us know that they are 3 away from reaching 100 subscribers. Congratulations. Congratulations. So if you are on the fence, Grant Campbell will be dropping his channel link, and you want to make sure you're in the horizontal, the landscape link for this stream so that you can continue to drop your channel link and it will show up as a hyperlink so folks can connect with you right away. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that and congratulations. Y'all remember that we are optimized for the viewer experience in landscape and in vertical view. That is, vertical is optimized for viewing on your mobile phone, and you'll start to see that little mobile icon and the word mobile to let you differentiate between the two streams. And so I hope that makes that clear. And we want to thank Low Carb Queen for putting that down in the comments after a live stream. And I was able to quickly make that slide and offer the clarification. We're using the multi-aspect ratio streaming, the software available to us from StreamYard. And StreamYard is running adjacent to YouTube, the YouTube streaming software. It allows me to put your comments up on the screen, including your questions. And so thank you, StreamYard, and thank you, YouTube streaming software. And it's time now for that channel parade. Yeah, I tend to take a break on Fridays. Yeah, I tend to take a break on Fridays, and that, Kindy K, everything in moderation is what I would tell you. Some folks gear up for Fridays. Some folks gear up on Fridays. I usually take a break on Fridays because I'm usually going to come and do something on Saturday morning. Okay. But it's not a promise to do something on Saturday morning. It's just typical for me to do so. And then, of course, always the Shop Talk, the Sunday sunrise edition of Shop Talk on Sunday mornings before church. Yeah, that consistency is what I would attribute the growth to. And because I became more consistent, the YouTube algorithm responded accordingly. And I know that I'm getting way more impressions. That means impressions are the number of times your thumbnails are placed on viewers' devices, their TVs, their smartphones, their tablets, their computers. Yeah, as I became more consistent, I can see, and you can track it in YouTube Studio, the number of impressions that YouTube is giving you. Okay, so here's that channel parade. Let's look at some of these fabulous channels, and let's be on the lookout for channel pages that are neat, tidy, organized, and give us a good feel for what kind of content that channel is uploading. Or does it feel random? Let's take a look at some of these great channels. We're starting with our newest creator spotlight, who is just subscribers away, 2 or 3 subscribers away now from having their first 100 subscribers. It's Faithful GLP-1 Journey. Yeah, I'm doing my part to support this small creator, and you can too. If you like the content, if and only if you like the vibe, then you know what to do. I hit subscribe. But we tell you to only do that if that's the content that you know that you can commit to watching. If not, we've got so many other content creators in the collective for you to take a gander at too. And Kai Vlog is giving this channel that thumbs up. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I even updated this to add Christy's story, Great Valentine's Special in part 1. So we're going to be on the lookout for a part 2. Absolutely, friends. Let's roll through this channel parade. We've got Living It with Sandra James. Sandra has been killing it on her rebounder and the content along with it. I love that you're getting up and moving. Sandra is a cancer survivor, and what a testimony. What a testimony she has. Everyone is getting to know Sandra in these YouTube streets. And where were we without Sandra James? Y'all, she is such a strong presence in the ShopTalk community, and we just love how you show up in the world. Kyle Vlog is giving it applause all around. Thank you for being you, Sandra. Yes, absolutely. Hey there, KC the One. How are you? Hi there, friend. Thank you for being part of the YouTube Content Creator Collective. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. We've got America's High Vibe Coach, Lala, the High Vibe Coach. Y'all, I woke up this morning to Lala, who was rebounding her heart out. Y'all, she was calling it her warm up, and she had 1 pound, some cute little bright pink 1 pound weights on her hands. She was on her rebounder early this morning, working it out. My favorite rebounders, y'all. Lala, the High Vibe Coach, plant-based nutrition, rebounding with Cheryl. In my mind, she started it all because I loved her pure joy, and I loved her testimony about how the rebounder helped her overall health and wellness. I love that for you, Rebounding with Cheryl. Thank you for being you in these YouTube streets. And then, of course, Sandra James, living with it. And friends, if you have a rebounder, y'all better drop in the comments and let me know, because I am just like I love Chicken Live. Candy K loves these rebounders, y'all. I want a rebounder so bad. And it's Vicky's World. Vicky celebrating 50 days of workout. Smash through that 50. Let's get her to 75 days, y'all. She's on a weight loss and health and wellness journey, and just really getting amazing growth, y'all. Check this channel out. She is one to watch. Y'all, this episode of Shop Talk is brought to you by Pound Cake Experts, featuring 50 gourmet flavors of pound cake, including sugar-free, vegan, options. Visit Pound Cake Experts on all social medias. We want to welcome you to Kyle Vlog. Y'all check out the channel pages. These are some great looking channels. They really are. We've got Michelle's Mirror. And Sandra James is replying to Vicky's World. Said, love seeing Vicky walk the dogs with the kids. I saw that dog walk with the kids. It was you, the kids, Vicky's World, the 2 boys, her 2 littles, and the dogs. Yeah, those were some big heels there. My goodness. Y'all were mastering that. I like seeing y'all outside. It's really good. Friends, don't forget Shop Talk. We'll be right back here on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and the Sunday Sunrise edition. We've got Brenda Huckabee, new small creator here. Y'all, let's check out and let's support Brenda Huckabee. I love that friends are connecting with these creators, and thank y'all for the feedback on the channel parade. New feature, We started it at the end of 2025 as well, and we'll continue that. We've got Simply Debbie Sue. She is a quintessential Southern lady. Y'all, check out Simply Debbie Sue, and she is one who drops new content every Friday. She's going to give you a story, and a story that teaches us a lesson about life. Thank you, Simply Debbie Sue, for being you. We've got Elegant Creations, another small and new content creator. Check out Feminine Health and Wellness and Elegant Creations. I was able to interview Elegant Creations for Coffee and Conversations. That's my interview segment. Y'all, don't forget to set your notifications to all so that you'll be notified when I go live. When I have a special message for the community, I'll drop that in the form of a community post. And when we're getting ready to drop new content or have a premiere. And friends, I must share with you that I did drop an early community post this morning sharing the passing of the Right Reverend Jesse Jackson, a civil rights icon, has transitioned and departed this earthly life at 84 years of age. Rest in heaven to the Right Reverend Jesse Jackson, civil rights icon. Sleep on and take your rest. We've got doses of shiny. Oh, friends, we've got some folks talking about thrifting. Ooh, who is that? I look at these channel banners and things. Broke but bountifully blessed. Another one of the great channels in the YouTube streets. Smashed 1,000 subscribers. Y'all go check out Broke but Bountifully Blessed, otherwise known to us as Krew, and model Lori Ann. Had a graduation, became a fully monetized channel here recently. Shout out to you, model Lori Ann. And another safe space, the Source 479. Y'all check out the Source 479. A member of Kenny K's core crew. We've got Poetic Tears. Y'all, Poetic Tears has reached monetization thanks to the members of the Content Creator Collective. And thanks to her, she is one who absolutely is growing a community. She's all about community. Check out her content and you'll know why I am positive of that. Check out Sandra Poetic Tears. Ooh, I've got to get over there and check out Simply Debbie Sue. She has a thrifting post. Okay, I'll be right over. And you'll know I'll come through because I will leave a comment. Y'all check out Heartily Happy Mrs. G, your favorite auntie. Look at these channels. Aren't they gorgeous? It's another reason why I wanted to do the channel parade, friends, because we got great content out there, but because we're small, we're just helping to give the algorithm a boost. That's why I say your entire channel name, because I want the algorithm to see you, to read it, and to hear me speak it. Y'all, here are some of Kendi K's favorite playlists, and we are growing. Thank you. Y'all check out Mary's Life Journey 196. Look at how she uses color. My color is yellow, the theme of my channel page, and look at how she uses the earth tones. Love that. Monique Poe, one that we all know and love, and she's helping to moderate this stream today. And Monique Poe was actually the first one on this stream, dropping into the comments today. Thank you, Monique Poe. Here's another one. to watch. G2 Country Girl. Y'all check out G2 Country Girl. And friends, here's another safe space. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. Candy K highly recommends Chip Lowe, the godfather of the Are You Locked In movement. Check him out. And friends, another creator that has now become a fully monetized creator, Down Home Misty Style. Y'all check out Tiff's Take. Tiff had a birthday last week, turned 50 and fabulous. Y'all, if you check her out, let her know that Candy K sent you. Y'all, saying happy birthday to another one of our friends. It's Kiss from Jay. Also recently celebrated a birthday. Hers might have been 2 weeks ago. So happy birthday, Kiss from Jay. Y'all, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for staying locked in. Thank you all for being who you are in these YouTube streets.
It's that time again, we shine again. From Memphis to the Northwest wind. It's love, it's life, it's every day. Candy K all day. Morning like coffee in hand. Making moves with a master plan. Simple things make the spirit stay. We find our joy in the everyday. Keep it real, that's the only way. For the love and all you make. From meal preps to dreams that play. We glow up in our own state. We live it, we live and we vibe. Good food, good love, we thrive. Every gem she drops, we find it our way. Candy K all day.
Thank you to Boss Way for my beautiful music. Thank you for the theme song. I love it. I love it. Goodbye for now.
She got a southern heart that PNW flow. Ain't no stopping when her light gon' show. Every smile got a story to say. She's building peace in her own way. Love the journey, not the race.